We are live on Facebook. Hello everyone and welcome to Planet Country. I'm not trying to hide black eyes. I'm actually still in holiday mode, so I've got the glasses on. I'm thinking it's the beach, and it actually feels like the beach in here because the aircon's still struggling, MJ, so from a couple of weeks ago. It is very hot.
Hang on, Big Stew. The aircon seems to be working above my head.
Well, that's because you rigged up something to get air from the one vent. So you're...
Hang on.
You're sweet, I am struggling. So.
Kind of sweet.
So we've got 50 seconds and you're going to ask me about the...
First on today was Kylie Thompson. G'day, Kylie, how are you? Oh, that was a real low.
Don't forget to ask me about the glasses.
Now, this should be better. There we go, I can hear myself a bit better. I'm always feeling. How long?
It's not coming up live. 25. Alright. Get ready. Okay. Mics are on. Judah Kelly getting us underway with Found. This is Planet Country. MJ, we are back on air in the chairs, but you may notice something a little different about me. I'm normally not looking like this.
You got your dark sunglasses on.
That's
you got
true.
your aviator shades.
Yes.
They're blacker than black tint. What's going on, man?
Well,
is the lights too bright? Is the idea of being on radio too big for you?
It is very hot in here, but that's nothing to do with the glasses. No, MJ, I'm not ready to finish the holiday at the beach. I've still got the sunglasses on. I'm thinking that if I've got the glasses on, it'll still be the beach. I've actually got my eyes shut behind here, so I don't want to wake up.
Explains why I can smell so much sunscreen in here. I'm like,
That's
what
right.
is going on?
We're
indoors. But yeah, I can just, you got that, that sunscreen smell. It just, as soon as you smell it, like, the first thing that comes to mind is beach.
Beach, that's right.
The beach smells like seawater and sunscreen, basically.
The problem with wearing these, I can't wear these in panel operate because these are actually prescription for driving. These are long distance, so I can't, everything in front of me is blurry. You're blurry.
I'll just have to do everything for you. Operate two panels at the same time.
I'm going to take them off, but then it's hard to do with headphones. Hang on.
What are you, one of those artists that leave them on when they perform live?
That's right.
Joining us via our Facebook video, Planet Country Radio Show on Facebook, if you want to join the conversation and see behind the scenes here in the studio, see Big Stu with his sunglasses, me looking at shaking my head at him. First on tonight was Kylie Thompson from Sydney. We've also got Eric from California, Shannon from Austin, Texas. Speaking of which, Shannon, if you're going to South by Southwest, there's an Australian artist that may be there. She's crowdfunding her trip there, but she could be performing, which is really cool. We've got Blake Savage from... what's the band's name again? It's got Damage.
Why do you not know
Damage? Because it's the names, and I was just trying to think, what was the other name? Blake from Damage. Damage will be on next week's show.
They'll be here in the studio.
He's doing his studying notes to make sure he remembers
I just
everything.
hope that we actually have the aircon fixed by then.
2
weeks ago we were here with Peter May, and it was so hot, and she had to perform... and we were struggling. It's still hot. MJ has rigged up there's one air vent just above MJ, but it's only working on one side. It's one of those four-sided things, but it's only coming out a little bit in one side. So you've rigged up a sign that we had in a box, sort of with sticky tape, to try and reroute the air down.
We carry our entire radio lives in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 crates, maybe.
That's right.
5 boxes, and I found a couple of signs from the CMC Awards red carpet last year in March that we used just so artists could find us a lot quicker. They see the logo kind of on the barrier.
Over the barrier.
And I had some sticky tape, and I just kind of stuck it up there, and it's pointing the tiniest amount of airflow down to me.
You're getting something. I've got nothing.
I feel like I've jumped out of the car and it's like it's hot, but there's that little tiny breeze. It's a hot breeze, but still it's like a fan when you're outside. So it's kind of like it's wishful thinking. That's what it is. Blake from Damage said, "Hey guys, we're keen to be there next week, mate. We can't wait to catch up. You guys have been on holiday in America.
Well, they've been working
as well.
Holiday mode.
Paid to holiday. I can't argue with that. That's awesome.
On a cruise ship.
Meanwhile, we've basically gone on a quick little getaway. We missed 1 week out of how many years? coming up 5
That's
years.
what we deserve.
Casey Barnes, who's also going on a working trip very soon as well. We'll have to talk about that soon.
We've got Casey's new song to play tonight
New
as well.
song as well.
a
Can't
little
wait for
later.
that.
We've also got Christy Lamb. Now, she's going to be calling in. She's not, unfortunately, here in the studio. She couldn't make it here, but she's going to be phoning in, get this, from her car. So we've organised this, and she said, I'll call in from the car.
From the icy cold air-conditioned car.
That's right.
She's calling in.
Exactly.
Can we do a radio show from your car?
Now, what we do have, when we did this before, we had Josh Setterfield from Tamworth on the line. We had cardboard cutout Josh, to put up so that the Facebook Live audience could, see who we were talking to. We've got the same. So Cardboard Christie will be making an appearance later in the show.
Can't wait for that. Casey said, evening, gentlemen. Thanks for supporting the new one, mate. We'd support anything you put out. You could put out utter garbage and we'll still support it, but this new one is actually really cool.
It's a banger.
There's a slightly different sound, which you have to hear, so stick around for that. Shannon says, y'all always... can't do it without doing
She
this.
laughs when you try to do it.
Y'all are always invited to come to Austin too. We'll cook you all a homemade Southern dinner. Oh, that's amazing.
be talking
We have to get to
food.
Austin, Texas, and we have to get on with the show. So what's the next song, Big Stu?
We're going to play Chelsea Berman. This is Kiss Me Like You Miss Me on Planet Country.
Alrighty, so if you want to kiss us like you missed us, because we weren't on last week, we were enjoying some time off.
Can I just
Do an
point out
emoji in the
something?
comment, yeah?
Let's turn this back. Look at the sweat on this desk. It's so hot. You got nothing because you've got air.
No, mine just looks like it's been wiped down with Windex or something.
I think people need to understand what you've got here. So I'm just
It's not that big a deal. Like, there's not much air
There's the air vent, and there's the sign, the upside down wolf sign, which is blowing the
Let me
air
stand
down. Are you going to stand up and point to it?
No, trying to get any airflow, but it's like,
There you go.
oh, that's better.
So there is some air. Now you need to sit down so I can reconfigure this. I don't know where it's
Can't line it up. It's just oh, there's a little bit. It's like when you got one of those battery-operated handheld fans,
yeah.
and like it doesn't do anything.
It doesn't do
but
anything.
you look like you're refreshed, and I don't know,
That's
you're
right.
sitting in church or something with this little electric fan. It's like clinging on to the slightest bit of
It's
not so chill there.
I'm going to get some sort of rag or something.
It's just gonna be a weird look, like something was going wrong. He just likes annoying with me, guys. Welcome back to the show. As we said before, we missed last week because we feel like we earned some time off. Did we do the right thing taking a week off? Feel free to air your complaints in the comments here on Facebook.
I have.
The show will be switching back between the radio coverage and our Facebook Live
I
coverage as
have
well.
a tissue to... there we go. It's not sanitary particularly, but...
To bring the seawater with you or something? Just
didn't.
hop straight out of the beach into the studio?
How good was the week off that we had, though? We were at the beach. It was fantastic. We'll put these back on. It was absolutely fantastic. Great weather, really hot. And but the seawater was freezing cold. Because your body gets so hot and you jump in the ocean, it's like, oh my gosh, it's so cold.
Blake said he's going to bring a portable fan, as long as it doesn't make any noise. But we realised, because here at the station we're talking about the issue with the aircon, it's being worked on, and they said, look, we can't put fans in because they make noise. But then we discovered if we put a fan out there, the air will blow this way, and by the time it gets here, the noise will go. So we only thought about this when we turned up, which was disappointing.
That's right. I wonder, I suppose it's all aircon on the cruise ship, so even if they're in the Bahamas and it's hot, they just go into the cabin.
Jace Lansky, a Tasmanian boy residing on the Gold Coast, is coming to us from Tasmania, which means he's on the same time zone as us, so he's here on time for a change.
Exactly.
Queensland, can you just catch up to us, please?
Jace is recording new music, and we're really excited about that, so...
James with a Z is here as well, and he said, you guys should have designed some merch while you're off. Here's the thing about a holiday. You don't do work when you're on holiday.
I did not have
I still sent some emails and did some work.
Planet Country or The Wolf for an entire week.
If you're wondering why the Wolf Top 10 Countdown hasn't changed for 3 weeks, this guy's been busy. Today, I was up at 6 o'clock in the morning with 2 hours sleep to go back to uni because I'm back at the Australian Film, Television and Radio School. Excited about that.
Can I want everyone to flick it over, I want everyone to hear the end of this song.
Okay.
It's important.
Tell me when. Now?
Chelsea Berman, Kiss Me Like You Miss Me, and MJ, it had one of those endings. I call them the nanas. because it's like not necessarily na 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 na, but it's that kind of a cappella sort of ending. Do you remember some time ago when I think it was Haley Jensen was in the studio and she has a song like that, and I'm like, I'm going to do some sort of mashup. Now, I just rushed this together. I didn't have time, but I'm going to play this, and I think we might start with the one we just heard.
Is this like the Na 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 song?
Yeah, I call it the Na Na endings.
Okay, the endings.
Let's have a listen to a couple of the Na Na endings right now on Planet Country. Little Pink to end that.
That's such a Pink way to end it.
I just wanted it because of the... So...
A country
I'm
artist
not being rude,
to do,
that's what she does.
No, country artists need to put something like in it, like some sort of...
Yeah.
Some vocal sound that's just something that's, not appropriate for a song or something,
What I think... There's so many more. I just didn't have time to scour the library.
There's a lot of songs.
But
my question is, though, do artists... run out of lyrics to write, so they just go na 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 na, and then it's like I finished the song.
No, I think what happens is they're
98% there, and they just need that 2% to finish the song.
I think the producer says, here's the first take. This is what it sounds like, and they do that fade out. You know how the song just fades, and the artist goes, "No, I don't like the fade out." And it's like, well, how are we going to finish it on a drum beat? And so, no, I tell you what we'll do. Na 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 na. They'll finish with a na na. See, I think what we should do is put together a show reel of all the nanas. We've got to scour all of them. There might be, say, 20. Put them all together and have a competition to see who can name all the different songs, just from the nana endings.
I like the sound of that. And if you're listening on the Facebook video, comment away. Let's make a list now of songs that have those na 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 na.
Look, even if it's not country, just give us the list of
any
all
songs,
of the nanas.
Yeah. James Z says, how about the Bomb marriage surprise with Miranda Lambert?
Yes. Now, we should talk about that in the social media segment, but that is amazing. So she was also involved in a scuffle at a restaurant. Didn't she tip salad on someone's head or something?
We have to dive into
We've
this.
We've been on holidays, but I did see something about
Jace Lancey says, I've got nanas in my track. Baby, you're the right one. I call it my banana song. Banana song.
Yes, that's exactly right. I could have added that. I only had a few minutes
Quick
to put
confession.
It together.
Whenever I write banana, if I'm not really focused, I just don't stop writing Anna. It keeps going banana, and I go, that's way too many N's and A's. Yeah, I've gone a bit too far there.
Yeah, you don't know how many you've put, and you just keep going out of fear.
You've been nah. And you're like, you can never finish it right because you never know.
Casey Barnes was joined us a few minutes ago on the live video. He has got a brand new song that's out with more new music to come. Really excited about this. He's going to the States. He's going to be doing some writing and going to be working on the new album. But right now, why don't we check out the new song? This is Better Days on Planet Country.
Hey, this is Casey Barnes, and this is my brand new single.
Brand new for Casey Barnes. Obviously, we can't play copyrighted music on Facebook Live. If you want to hear all the music, jump on Swan 999 FM. That's 99.9 FM across Sydney. I think it's like 89 to 90% coverage of Sydney and surrounding areas. And if you want to stream, if you're outside of Sydney, stream The Wolf Australia, which takes a live feed of Planet Country. So you can hear the music via those two stations, and we also do syndicate the show on a replay through The Wolf as well as other stations as well. If you want to stick around and hear behind the scenes, all the chit chat, talk directly with Big Stu and I, stick here on the Facebook video, comment away, let us know what you want us to say on the air.
Do you know what the heat is doing to me, MJ, other than just perspiring? It's wrecking my hair. Because
dude, this hair stood up all day, and then I get in the car and on the way to the station, I'm just like, it falls down.
But you've got decent hair. I'm struggling, of course, and I've gone to this kind of this sideways. I'm not calling it a comb over. I'm not that bald, but this sideways part, and it doesn't work if it's really humid and if I'm sweating. So I do apologise for my hair looking stupid.
You actually kind of look like a 22-year-old boy in a boy band kind of thing with like the latest look.
Yeah, if the 22-year-old had grey hair.
Well, I see the young girls that have dyed their hair like silver. I don't get
what
that.
What is that about? The whole.
I'm like, are you trying to look like you're 150 with the rest of your body being, you're 22 or something? I don't get the colour scheme.
If they dressed like an old lady, that would be worse. To complete the picture.
What's the best hair colour out there? What's the best hair colour? That's a question for you guys. James and Z says hashtag Trump hair. Can you do
Trump skin?
Well, look at us, we don't tan.
We spent a week at the beach and we're still white because we lather each other with
put it this way: we
Sun cream.
burn some more, then burn, and then we might get a freckle or two as a tan. That's it. So
it.
yeah. James Uzi says brunette's the best colour.
Okay.
Interesting. You know what's funny?
Redhead. I like
Do you
redhead.
hear many guys with a brunette? Brunette just seems like a very sort of feminine sort of hair colour. For most guys, like, oh, you got brown hair.
Brown.
hair.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, sometimes I'm brown, sometimes I'm blonde, sometimes I'm red.
Well,
I don't know.
with you, it depends how the light hits your hair.
Like,
Sometimes
I
it's
look-
red.